All right, so we cool here with Magg Dylan. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Awesome. I'm glad to have you guys on the show. I just got to tell you how much I love that new single, Yours Ponds. And I got to say, it was like a little bit harder than your other stuff, but I really dug it.
Thank you. Yeah, we felt like it was a lot heavier.
Yeah.
It was a really weird thing to move into for us, I guess. It wasn't really weird, but it was weird for me. I don't know if I actually mentioned the story before. So when we were recording it, when I was recording it with Bruce, we got to the bridge and that's just what came out, what just I said. And he looked at me and he was like, what? I was like, I can't help it. That's what I feel there. It's just what's coming out. And he's like, that's what you want to say? Like, that's all? I was like, but it's like a fight. It's like, I felt like this fight right there. So there you have it. There's our bridge. And it is heavy.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you could see the emotion in the song too. So it was really cool to get that out there. Now,
Thank you.
One thing I admire about you is your vocal skills. I mean, you go from clean, you go to the scream, so like effortlessly.
Thank you so much. It's really weird because I didn't do that much screaming on Amethyst, so I did a lot more singing, and I did some screams, but all the songs that we released didn't have the screams. So I think a lot of people, when they see us live, and I'll go into like one of the screams on FINE, I think that might be one of, and on Tears, that's one of two of the songs off Amethyst where I have some screams, but Tears is like our second song in the set. And I come in and I do one of those, oh, and people are like, what just happened? Because I'm in like that higher soprano-y range.
Right.
But I see more screams in my future and I enjoy it. And I appreciate you saying that because it is, I don't know. I was doing those kinds of screams when I was like playing with Barbies, when I was like a little girl. And ever since I found that growl in my voice, I just always tried to practice with it and just kind of, and then here I am a long time later.
So you're a little kid like, fuck you, Barbie.
Oh, I don't know. It was really weird. Like, it was always a weird thing. Like, my friends would be like, what is that voice you're doing? I'm like, I don't know, but isn't it cool?
One thing I got to say is that with all the female fronted bands that are out there, your voice sticks out. I mean, you can put a bunch of those bands together, and if you didn't, have a face to go with it, you could put that band to anyone, like mix or match, but you guys definitely stick out more.
Oh,
Thank you.
Well, I was gonna say, we as a band keep telling the same thing, and kind of it's kind of a ordeal that we fought with, just actually within the last week, because we're trying to get the new song put on some Spotify playlist and stuff like that. So you go through a specific app or a specific email company to try and get them put on some apps or whatnot. But for some reason, it's like some of the playlists that we're kind of submitting to, it's very radio female fronted rock friendly more than it is like, finding that uniqueness behind a person's voice. And a lot of them are kind of saying it's like, I dig the music, but it's kind of hard for me to catch on to the vocals. I'm like, it kind of sounds negative, but it doesn't. It's like, these are the people that are just listening to the everyday hailstorm, the ones that are on the radio. It's like, you are the uniqueness of this band because we are metal at its finest, but it's like she's the different female fronted, to this rock band, and that's what is what we're striving and trying to, stay with.
Well, I mean, you definitely stand out, that's for sure, and it's awesome to hear that go through instead of being a cookie cutter, to be unique and do something different there.
Very much agree.
Yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to make sure that we did is I stayed authentic to what is my voice rather than me trying to sound like somebody else. And my voice is like that. It's just, it is what it is.
Now, it must have been hard on you guys. You went ahead and you dropped Amethyst, and then, 2-3 weeks later, the world decides to shut down completely?
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be hard because I'm sure you would have took a different approach to releasing the album if you would have knew. You know what I mean? I mean, it had to have that go and just have it all pop out and not being able to tour to back it up. It's as you think about maybe doing like a re-release on that once time goes through, maybe throw in Ponds, maybe another track or two to get some buzz or anything like that.
I think that's a great idea. I would love to do something, you know, just kind of like Amethyst revisited or something. Amethyst 2.0, and we kind of almost re-recorded the whole thing. Just because we didn't get, you know, we had a tour, we were supposed to go back out with Head PE and that got canceled. And we had some other shows booked, of course. And then everything kind of was just stopped. So, yeah, because we had gone on the tour with Head PE before Amethyst, before, you know, only a couple of our singles had been released. So it was hard. You know, I'm not going to lie. We released it, I think, February 27th, maybe, or February 20. Yeah, I think it was February 27th. And then the pandemic was like March 13th or something like that. So it was like, oh, there goes the puppy. 2 weeks later. And, oh, he's barking for Bruce because Bruce is in there recording guitars.
Oh, yeah.
So he wants to get in there. But yeah, it was hard. Yeah. And then he had a bunch of tours canceled. So he was going to Australia.
Yeah. Head PE started run January 14th. We ended the first run February 29th. And then I was right back out March 3rd. And then the world shut down. Yeah, it was like roughly around March 13th, 14th. But I was actually supposed to be out on that second run till almost the beginning of April. And then from April to May, I was supposed to hop on with Butcher Babies, All That Remains, and Saul for a week. And then we actually met up with Hell Yeah, to where Hell Yeah took over the headline spot. So it was Hell Yeah, All That Remains, Butcher Babies, and Saul all on one tour.
Oh, that would have been amazing, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, the only perk I could see out of that deal is imagine being overseas and getting stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, bands that happened to, isn't it?
I think New Year's Day.
Well, what they end up doing is, like, as soon as they stopped, you end up actually having to go to the UN, and the UN actually got you, you know, your pass to get back to the US as quickly as possible. So
nightmare either way, for sure, you know.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of hoops to jump through and stuff like that. And I kind of, you know, even what's going on right now actually was just released. Parkway Drive actually has to cancel all their US tours and festival slots because Australia will not let them leave.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was just announced just a little bit ago.
Wow. So I talked to a band in New Zealand, and they were saying they just had a festival for like 120,000 people. They're like, we're an island. We're not letting anybody in. We're not letting anybody out.
Yeah. Actually, it was really weird because that was, I don't know if it was the same festival, but Parkway Drive was supposed to headline it, but also I think Hatebreed was supposed to be there. But they allowed Hatebreed to come in, but they won't allow Parkway Drive to leave.
You're stuck. You ain't leaving there, guys.
Right.
No, I was just saying that Amethyst was such a great album. Like I said, I'd love for a chance for you guys to do something to get it back out to more people. I mean, you guys definitely deserve to have ears on that album.
Yeah, I love that idea. You missed it. He said his idea was to re-release Amethyst or do like Amethyst 2.0 and include Pawns and You Ought to Know and the next single that we're working on and kind of do like a because we released it right before the pandemic. I love that idea. Maybe we could even do it like as a live album because we do a lot of those songs live.
If I could redo the guitars, I would be super happy.
Well, there you go. That's something to think about for sure. You know, like I said, the album was fantastic, and you know, touring is starting to go back. I know you guys played a couple shows already, and you got some more in the future. So,
yeah,
consider, especially, you know, I mean, you spend all that time writing, getting everything going, the money to put it together. You know what I mean, and have everything just out of your control to fuck you over. It's got to be just, you know.
Yeah. That was definitely a heartbreak. We were just like, what is happening? And then, you know, we were hanging on, you know, hoping that some of the other festivals were like, we're going to come back and everything was going to, you know, like it was going to open, you know, because like, remember all the carrots that were thrown for a while?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this is going to be 4 weeks. This is going to be this, is going to be that. And then after a while, I was like, okay, forget it.
Well, they're starting to throw them back at us now. So, I mean, I see a lot of festivals getting announced. Hopefully they happen, but I just hope it's not a money grab, you know? I mean, you never know. I have tickets for Guns N' Roses for 2 weeks from now, I think. That's definitely not happening. I'm not even allowed in Canada, let alone them having a show right there. I mean, just because the border's closed for us.
Right.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I heard you guys are going back in the studio next week. You guys are going to do another track. Is that right?
Yep. We got another one going in on Tuesday. I don't know. What are we starting with in the studio? Just guitars and.
Yeah, right now I've got it all written and put together, and then I just send in the tracks.
Do you guys use sometimes do a lot of writing then?
Yeah, I do a lot of the writing. Me and this guy, and then we give it to her.
Got to be one of the, something to do. I mean, you guys all live together, or you guys just happen to be at the same place? Well, there you go.
Yeah. That's what makes it so convenient. And actually, one of our bedrooms is actually the studio. So
yeah,
my drum kit set up in there, hit guitar rig, the bass rig. I mean, and we're pretty much self-contained when it comes to the live. So literally, all of our amps are actually just in one rig that we throw up on stage. I'm the one actually with all the crap on stage. These guys just roll a rig up and like, hey, I'm set up. Let's go.
I bring my microphone. Like everybody's kind of like the vocalist now. Brewster just has like his guitar because he runs everything through his Helix.
Yeah, that's great. I'll never carry an amp again in my life. Never. Well, maybe. I don't know. Depends. Somebody ate the last cookie. Who was it? Who was it? Somebody ate the last chocolate chip cookie. It was nice, beautiful. I was eyeballing it for days.
He's lying.
Gone. No, I'm not.
See, I was about to say, being in a band and living together has got to be a double-edged sword. I mean, yeah, it's great you guys work together, but there's no like, I'm tired of this fucking asshole. I got to take a break when you go home.
No, it's actually pretty convenient because I will say, like, us three are the very laid back and chilled members of the band. Les works a lot. He's into construction, and then I work with him every once in a while, stuff like that. So he's just constantly busy. We have our 2-a-day rehearsals, that we get done. But otherwise than that, he lives about 30-35 minutes away. So we don't see as much of him as is with us. And like I said, we sit here and we write. We go in the studio, we mess around with new ideas. I'm actually also a host of a internet radio station as well. So my plate's always full. And then as far as our social media, she does a lot of the posting and stuff like that. I actually do a lot of the behind the scenes as far as like the website running. And so, I mean, we constantly stay busy. We're always informative with all of us. So it's definitely actually more bonding than it is actually at each other's throats.
It's the best part about it is for us, I think for me, is like the fact that I can just like, yo, Adam, which picture do you like better? Or what do you think about this? Should I say this? Is this dumb? Do you think I posted too many of the dogs this week? Because so we've had some feedback in the past from other people where, they're like, well, why, you guys are a metal band. Like, why are you like posting your dogs? And I'm like, but our dogs are metal AF. Right. That's why.
For sure. I mean,
especially when you have bulldogs.
See, there it is.
I mean, who wouldn't want to see a picture of that guy? You know what I mean? If you don't like dogs, you're an asshole anyway. So
exactly. That's what I feel like. But you know what I mean? Like I bring them in. I don't know. It's just funny. That's and that's what I usually will. I'm like, do you think this is stupid? Because a lot of the times I get nervous about some of the things I post because I do want to be authentic to who we are. And we're fun. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever seen any of our live videos, like it's like a circus. It's like a circus all the time, especially the live videos are funny.
And that's something I kind of brought to them, being on the road with Noun Point. We hired a photographer from Canada. And she was just like, literally, it's all about content. And that's how you stay, on the rise, especially like last year, the way that it stopped. If you're not doing something to stay and keep connected with your fans, you're going to end up losing them by the time all this is over, to where they're like, I wonder what Magg Dylan's doing. And so it's like content. It's like, if we're in the studio, guess what? We're going to go live and show them in the studio. If we're out walking the dogs, guess what? We're going to go live and show them us walking the dogs, and, kind of like kind of bringing the fans in to our life, but also, you know, kind of see what we do, not just as a band. They kind of see us, and you know, kind of like a real documentary.
Well, I mean, it's great because it gives the fans a personal connection. And secondly, I mean, no one's able to do shit right now. So if they get a chance to go ahead and get some entertainment, why not, you know?
Absolutely.
Exactly. And it's fun.
For sure. I mean, you know, every state's different. I mean, I'm in New York. I'm pretty much locked down. But to see somebody able to go outside and take a walk around, it's, you know, it's refreshing in my eyes, at least, you know?
Well, I came from, if you don't know the like backstory, that they actually brought me in from California, and California still is locked down. And I can guarantee you, probably, most likely, aftershock probably won't happen.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, you don't know, but it's like as tight as the West Coast has been, like they're still not doing shows in Oregon. They're still not doing shows in Washington. I got a brother that lives in Portland. He's like, no live shows still. It's like their capacity is still like 10, 15, 20%.
Yeah, we're 20% here. It's nuts. I mean, one of the bigger venues in my area, a theater holds, I think it holds like 1,800 people, and they just had a local band sell out, and they were all excited. It's like, well, fuck yeah, you sold out. You got it. What did you have? 100 people to get? So, I don't know. As much as I'd love to see some shows, I can't see anything worth a shit coming around my area for quite some
I'll say unless you're traveling out of state.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, though, with everyone getting vaccinated, then like we'll establish what they want for the herd immunity, right?
Yep.
And then we'll push forward.
Now, how does that work with you guys? I mean, with the summer coming up, there is so many different states that are open. Are you guys trying to route out something where, you know, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, whatever's going on there?
Yeah, we have a tour coming up. We actually go out Midwest in August. We have 2 North Carolina dates and a home Virginia Beach date end of this month. Where's Red Light Romeo? That's here.
That's in. Oh yeah, that's right. Because we have that festival in Virginia Beach too, June 12th. So yeah, so we're going to North Carolina for a tantric, and we have the Adelita's Way show. I think May 22nd is Adelita's Way.
May 25th.
May 25th is Adelita's Way. And then like, I think the 29th and the 30th, or is it
28th and 29th, we're in North Carolina with Tantric.
Yeah, on the weekend, which is good. But then we don't really start to venture too far. Then we start to go farther away, like starting in like August. So hopefully by like August, that's when everything's really kind of going.
Yeah, we got a festival. I think it's June 12th, like she said. It's called the Band-Aid Music Festival. It's actually it's for a nonprofit organization. Some of the locals, but there are a couple like big names that are on it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but the genres actually go all over the place. So it's like, it's one of those festivals where it's like, there's country, rap, there's bluegrass, there's metal, and there's rock and stuff like that. So it actually goes all over, but like I said, it's for a nonprofit organization. So.
You guys are in what, Virginia Beach, right?
Yep.
Is there still that spot that does the shows like right on the beach there, or no?
Yes.
Are you talking about Shaka's?
Yeah.
The bar Shaka's, that's right there on the oceanfront?
Yep.
Or the actual oceanfront where they actually build a stage on the beach?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, right there. The right on the beach itself, right there.
Yeah, they put that stage up every year. So there's the rock and roll, and then they have a couple of pavilions where they do the live music, on the weekends for the festivals. I haven't seen anything scheduled yet, and I'm hoping that they can do the rock and roll again, because that's where they have some really big acts all weekend long, and it's pretty cool. We were Something in the Water was canceled. I think that was supposed to be this weekend. I think that was supposed to be this week, but that was canceled because obviously it's too early for that.
Yeah, whenever I'm looking for a quick vacation, I mean, Virginia Beach is only a couple hours from me for my go-to spot if I want to get away for a little bit. And I always notice there's always cool shit going on there. So
yeah. Always. And there's always a lot of live music. It's fun. It's a really fun area to be.
Definitely. And a lot of up-and-coming talent from that way. I mean, I can't believe how many bands from Virginia that I've interviewed in the past month or so. It's crazy.
Oh, tell us some.
I did Rain today. Oh, what was her name? Red Rain, but it's REGIN.
Okay, cool.
Like an older metal band. I did the guys from Seasons.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? When they're on the Friday the 13th soundtrack, they got another Friday the 13th movie coming out.
Oh,
And,
cool.
I brought on CJ Graham, who played Jason in part 7 of the movie, and he's in the movie that they're doing. So minds were blown when I was like, check this out, and brought him into the Zoom. So,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is awesome.
and then shit, man, I did like 2 more last week. I don't know. I've been so busy doing these Zoom. Thank God that, you know, at least this is something to be able to do. Well, between me and my kid, we push through 2, 3, 4 of these things a day. I mean, after
Wow.
as soon as I'm done with you guys, I got 3 more to do tonight. So
Nice.
Woo, that's a lot.
So
at least you're getting to stay busy, especially, you know, with the festivals and shows and tours being able to come up. Now, you know, it's not only this busy season for us, it's also a busy season for you guys, because now you can actually, you know, get back to, you know, hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, we're actually going on tour, instead of, hey, what are you guys doing? We're sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah. We're waiting for the world to open.
it was so crazy trying to pull questions out of my ass. It's just like, oh, geez, I wish you could tour again. It's like, ain't no shit.
I'm gonna ask questions I already know answers to.
Yeah, you know? So people that are watching this, they want to follow up. They want to know more about the band. They want to check out Ponds, get some merch, whatever they want to do. Where do they go? What do they do?
Yeah, maggdylan.com. All of our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reverb Nation. Basically, any music stream will have all of our music, especially the new single as well. But they're more than welcome to check it all out. It's on there.
Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Amazon. I know I'm forgetting one. I always do.
You know what it is? It's making new ones up every day. You know, it's like you can make up a word right now. I guarantee it'll be a streaming service by a week.
That's true.
Yeah, that's something that I actually plan on probably getting to, is a link tree that will actually have just that one website. You'd be like, there's our library. Click on the one that you feel like visiting.
Sure. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. I love that new single. And it's definitely bringing up the tracks. This new guy's got like almost 40,000 hits so far on YouTube alone in the past 2 weeks, something like that, which is
1 week. Actually, we were looking at actually right before coming on with your son. We was at 33,000 views in 1 week.
That's amazing, man. Good for you guys. It's gotta be.
Yeah, we're very blown away, but very appreciative.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Hopefully the next time we talk, we'll be at a live show. Things will open up, and you know, kick back, have a beer, and shoot the shit one more time.
Yeah, we'll definitely hit you up when we're in the area. You know, you and the little man come hang out on stage, and you know, get your photography on.
That's it, man. All right, guys, take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.